This is a 15-year-old netbook from 2008. It's a HP Mini 210. It was originally running Windows 7 Starter, but I like to try to install Windows 11. If it doesn't work, I'll work my way back to Windows 10 and so far. So today I'll try to install it. We'll see how it goes. Let's power this thing on. Press escape. And then I can choose F9 to go into BIOS. Can't see. And I will try to log into my USB drive right now. I'll come back once this finishes and gets me to setup screen. I think the HP 210 was built in 2008. I could be wrong. Anyways, I'll update in the title description, but it booted in pretty quickly. It took about a minute. So I first need to do Shift F10 and do the whole regedit thing because it's not supported. So I don't definitely suggest this, but I just wanted to try it out. I do lab config. From here, I do a new which is bypass TPM check. Change the value to 1. Click OK. I still need the new D word for bypass secure boot check. And I need to set that to 1. And now I'm ready to go. Close everything. Close this. Go to next. Install. I'm guessing this probably has USB 3.0. Let me go Google that while this is starting out. It's here at the activation window screen, and I don't have a product key. Sadly, Windows doesn't let me upgrade a Windows 7 key anymore. Product key. Try Windows 11 Home. Next. When it gets to the partition screen, I think I'm going to have an issue, but I'm going to delete everything. Delete all the partitions. I incorrectly stated that this was a 15-year-old desktop. Supposedly this was made in 2010, so this is a 13-year-old. I think maybe I need to do the RAM requirement too. Gotta go back. I think I need to add bypass RAM check. Bypass Actually, RAM needs to be capitalized. Okay. Have it here. One. Okay, let's see if it installs. Okay now. So the RAM check was my issue. Okay, this part, I need to delete all the drive 0 partitions. Delete. Okay. So I just needed to add the bypass RAM check also, because this only has 2 gigabytes of RAM. There I go. Let me go set up, yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and click next and it'll do its thing. Hopefully it doesn't freeze, but we'll see. I'll come back if this finishes. No need to watch it go through its thing, but hopefully it's pretty quick. It's 10:43 right now. Copy the files pretty quickly. Pretty decent speed for a cheap, inexpensive netbook. Again, it's 10:43. Pausing for a second. Good news is it finished one part of the installation, the copying and installing it. It's booting off of the, I think, the hard drive. Let me go. I'm taking this out finally. Maybe I should have taken out the flash drive. On a side note, it took about 10 minutes for it to get to this part. So 10 minutes to install, copy and install everything, and then reboot finally. Actually, just rebooted it because it seemed like it wasn't right. It looks like it's normal now. It's spinning wheel and everything. So 13-year-old computer using an Atom processor. One of my newer computers. So far, so good. It's looking pretty good. Starting services. I'll come back. You don't need to see all this. It's been about 10 minutes. Still trying to boot up. We'll let it do its thing. It's really taking a long time to boot up. We're hitting on 15 minutes since I started it up. Hopefully it's working. I'm having my reservations now. Another 5 minutes passed. Now we're hitting 20 minutes. You got to this screen, which is some progress. I really thought it wasn't going to work. So we'll see. This took about 25 minutes, but I'm finally over here. Again, I have to press Shift F10 because I don't want to set up a Microsoft account, so open 2 sessions. I want to turn off Shift, and I want to do the command. Let me see what the command is. OOBE slash bypass NRO. Most people won't do this, but for me, I don't like creating or logging into a Microsoft account. I want a local machine account, so for me, this is worth it. It's got a reboot now, and I think it'll reboot pretty fast. I did swap out the hard drive with an SSD hard drive. It's a Micro Center SSD. So it looks like I was able to install Windows 11 onto a 13-year-old netbook, HP 210. These are one of the newer netbooks, I feel, because it has Windows 7 on it. It might take another 25 minutes, so let me leave and come back. It only took 5 to 10 minutes to boot, but it's in finally. And click next. It's pretty slow. Yes. Skip. This is the Wi-Fi part where if you so that thing where I did bypass NRO allows me to select, I think I don't have internet connection, and then allows me to continue with limited setup. It's going to still ask me, because this is Microsoft, they really want you to sign up with their Microsoft account. Oh, it didn't ask me this time, but who's going to use this? I'm just call it HP. No password. I know that's bad, but I'll change it later. It's looking pretty good if we can get this far. Now it has to reboot it. I have to wait another maybe 5 minutes. It's this time I'll wait it out. I actually didn't reboot, it's just trying to get things ready again. Coming back after a few minutes, it's still rolling along. It's not done yet. It should be very slow since this is a 13-year-old computer from 2010. Just waiting for it to finish its setup so I can actually use it. Finally booted up. There you can see Windows in the flesh. This is my HP Mini 210, and I just installed Windows 11 onto it. It just booted up finally. First thing I'll probably want to do is set up the Wi-Fi. This is installed onto an SSD, but you can see how much in pain it is to do anything. I'm on battery right now. Let me go plug in the power adapter. So after plugging the power adapter, it might run a little quicker, but it's still pretty slow. Let me go log into my Wi-Fi. Logging into my Wi-Fi right now. I don't really think this is usable, but I can kind of say this is about as fast as Windows 7 was running. I could be wrong, maybe I'm just blown out smoke, but opening Internet Explorer, aka maybe this is Edge, I don't know. And I want to install Google Chrome. But you can see how slow it is. It automatically wants to load up Bing because obviously this is Microsoft. So even though I was able to install Windows 11 on this 13-year-old laptop, mini netbook, it's super slow. I would definitely say it's not really usable. 2 gigabytes of RAM and a slow CPU is going to really slow you down. It's really thinking hard right now. Again, this only has 2 gigabytes of RAM, so it's pretty slow. I wanted to go to properties. This has an SSD upgrade, but it's right now it's so slow. I wouldn't suggest installing Windows 11 onto this netbook. It's having me go through all these questions. And I just want to install Google Chrome or any other browser, but you can see it's in pain. I tried opening properties and that's still loading. So again, this little experiment of mine, not that great. It's not too usable. I might just leave it on here because it probably runs as good as Windows 10. So I want to download your browser and install it. Yeah, oh darn, I should wanted to download Google Chrome and it showed me on the right over here. As proof, you can see over here, this is the HP Mini 210. When I scroll down, you'll see that Windows 11 is installed. And over here you can see it has Windows 11 Home installed. Last thing I'm going to do for this video is try to install Google Chrome to just see how slow this computer is. Again, it's only running 2 gigabytes of RAM and an old Intel Atom processor. I think right now the biggest thing is the RAM itself. But you can see I have to wait a second or two to do anything. So I'm going to probably conclude the video here. This is painful. Oh wait, there it is. It's downloading. So definitely not recommended. I'm just waiting, painfully waiting. I won't put you through any more pain, so just to let you know, it's very slow. But you can install Windows 11 on it if you want to. So if you have one of these lying around, you can. It's just going to be slow. And I never installed Windows Chrome yet, so that's a different story. See, finally downloaded it. Now I can run it.